aren't we?
Really good at that, yeah. Hello. Happy Monday, and welcome to a very special week, International Coaching Week. So we are very excited to be celebrating International Coaching Week here at the Coaching Catalysts. We kicked off this morning. We had a wonderful workshop over on Zoom, and we were celebrating the power of supervision. We were talking about times when, or examples when supervision's been really useful for us, times when we wish that we'd had access to supervision. So thank you to all of the wonderful coaches who connected with us this morning. That was brilliant. So if you are new to us, if you haven't seen us before, I'm just going to offer you a quick intro, and then we're going to introduce our very special guest today. So I'm Sarah Bramall. I'm joined by my friend and co-host Rebecca Daniel, and together we are co-founders of the Coaching Catalysts. So we're both ICF accredited coaches, we're both coach trainers, and we're both coach supervisors, and we have a wonderful community of professional coaches who engage in supervision and development with us, and that community is called the Coaching Catalysts Collective, because we like a bit of alliteration.
And that probably leads us on to, we're both former teachers of English and literacy. So we are about all things personal, professional development, ethical practice, and making sure that we are looking after ourselves as coaches. So without further ado, Sarah, what are we up to today?
So we are going to introduce you now to one of our wonderful coaches who is a member of the collective. She's called Gerri Moore, founder of Dream Life Coaching. And we're going to hear about Gerri, about what brought her into coaching and what she enjoys and what she gets from being in supervision with the collective. So here we are. Without further ado, welcome, Gerri.
Hi.
Hello, lovely to have you here with us. So Gerri, I've given a very brief introduction to you, but it'd be really wonderful if you'd be happy, please, to introduce yourself for anybody who's meeting you now for the first time.
Yes, I'm Gerri Moore. I'm the owner of Dream Life Coaching, but I was previously a registered nurse, and I ran my own business as an estate agent for 15 years. I sold that last year, and now I've turned my attention to coaching.
Lovely to have you here. And Gerri, you've missed out on some of the other things that we love you about. So what we love about Gerri is that Gerri is always looking for developing herself within the collective and outside of the collective. And you've recently done your master practitioner in NLP as well, Gerri, haven't you?
Yeah, I finished that, and later this year I'm going to do my trainer's course so that I can train in NLP.
Oh, fantastic.
Amazing. And Gerri, I always really enjoy speaking to you because you have so much passion for coaching and NLP and sort of learning and development, and such a wealth of experience as well. That you bring all of that experience, don't you, to your work as a coach and as an NLP practitioner?
Yeah, I do. I think sometimes I forget the experience I have had till I'm talking to people like yourselves, and you start to remember all that you've done, the aspects that you've worked in, and all of those play a part in being able to understand the client's point of view and their sort of way of looking at the world.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just wonderful. I think that's one of the real joys of coaching, is that clients come to us as individuals because they learn something about our experience or our background or something about us that draws them and helps us to form a connection with the clients. So who is it, Gerri, that you enjoy working with?
I enjoy working with people who want to develop and transform their own lives, and that they want to have sustained change and get success through that change, and who want to become more self-aware of who they are, what they can do, the skills they've got, and the ambitions they've got.
Fantastic. And I love that. And I think, again, because you truly model that yourself as well. It's very inspiring.
Thank you.
So, what was it, Gerri, that led you into coaching? What was it that was the calling to step into the coaching arena, I would say, so to speak?
Well, I used to do coaching in my role as a leader and as a manager in my previous jobs as a nurse. But then I started my own business, and my life became more focused on running a business and not that personal interaction. And as I was getting to the point that I knew I wanted to move on from doing that, I was looking at how could I get that back, that interaction with people, that watching them develop, watching them skilled. And I'd come across coaching, went on a couple of days taster session of what coaching could be. And I thought, that's it, that's what I want to do. So I started training as a coach prior to selling my business so that I was ready and I was able to sort of get going, and I didn't have that sort of lull in between finishing one thing and starting another. I ran them side by side for a short while.
And I love that you share that, because there are so many different ways to enter into the coaching profession and what we're going to do with it as coaches, whether we're going to be employed as a coach or self-employed as a coach. And people always ask, can we do it side by side whilst doing our existing career? And you are a proof that you can do that. So yeah, it's great to hear that you transitioned, and you've transitioned a few times, right? Nursing, run your own estate agent business, to coaching. So that's great to see that transition as well.
Yeah, I think there's always transferable skills that you possess that you can move from one thing to the other. And I'd been nursing for so many years, and I hadn't actually even thought about doing something different until the situation arose that I did. And I realised that you don't have to be set. If you choose to go down one path, that doesn't have to be it for life. You can move.
Yeah. And I think so many of us tell ourselves that story, don't we? That it's, that we can't change, or often I hear that in clients, it's too late for me to change, or I'm too old to change, or sometimes with with younger people, they'll say, I'm too young to do this. We put all these obstacles in our way.
Yeah, we do. And I don't think you're ever too late to do anything. If you want to do it badly enough, you'll find the way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Gerri, you came to join us in the collective, didn't you, in October? And
Yes.
I'm hesitating to say that because it feels like it's been longer. And I think that's because every time we speak to you, you've done something else. Or, every time we interact with you, there's a really rich conversation to be had. But you came to join us in October, and you joined Phyllis's group. So can you tell us what brought you to the collective?
I tried some of your stuff that you do that is open to everybody, and I found that I really enjoyed that connection with other people that were doing similar to what I'm doing, and that I learned big things from them, because coaching can be quite lonely if you're working with clients, and it was nice to be able to talk through things with people that understood what you were doing. And I hadn't really considered supervision prior to that, but as a newly qualified coach, thought, you know what, I need to have that check in, that sense that I'm on the right track, that, what am I doing? What can I always do better? How can I reflect? And supervision seemed the best way to do that.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
So you've been in supervision with us, and you can see one of our collective members there, the lovely Karen, saying hello. So you've been in supervision with us, and you are in Phyllis's supervision group on a Saturday. What is one of the things that you love about being in supervision?
I love that dedicated time and that safe space and that environment where I can just discuss anything that's affecting me personally and myself as a coach, without any judgment, without any criticism, but people always give you some valuable insights and maybe different ways of looking at stuff, different ways of doing it. And I always come away full of fresh ideas and ways that I can go back with the clients and do something different, which will benefit them. So what benefits me will benefit my clients.
Most definitely, yeah. And it's always a great place to come away with ideas. When people go into supervision, I'm sure they come out with a few more to-dos than they did going in. But that's all part of the development and all part of that process.
Yeah, and it's a great way to just have that time away from everything else. There's no pressure of doing anything else for that hour and a half. You just focus on the group and yourself and supporting other people as well, because the other people in the group will benefit from your experiences and what you've got to say.
Absolutely. And, you know, I think when I say this, I'm speaking about all of our supervisors, but I know Phyllis is very, very skilled at creating a very safe container, isn't she? So you really feel that you can really be open, really be vulnerable, really feel safe to explore. And I know as well the benefit of being in a group is that other people see things that you don't see, or maybe generate ideas that maybe you haven't had yet. And I love that kind of hive mind, that ability for other people to really focus on what you're bringing or the thing that you're kind of grappling with, and help you to come away with lots of fresh perspectives and ideas.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So, Gerri, I know you're always up to something because you never fail to make
Well, she's told us she's training to be an NLP trainer, you see, Sarah. So we're going to have another conversation about that.
So there's that, and that, yeah, in fact, that may be enough in itself. So is we were going to ask you about what's coming up for you, but maybe that is it.
Yeah, no, the other thing that I'm working on is, because having been a nurse for a long time, I wanted to get back to that passion, and I work as a volunteer for Macmillan, and it struck me that there's a real gap in employers in understanding how to support their employees with cancer. So I have developed 4 half-day workshops in supporting managers to look at how they can support their employees, but also looking at their policies, their procedures. What do they need to do to make sure that that working environment is 100% supportive and can be adapted to meet the individual needs? So I am just launching that, and I'm in conversation with some organisations to go out and train their managers and their leaders.
Gerri, this is what we absolutely love about you. You are a massive action taker, because I think we had this conversation maybe a few weeks ago and it was still kind of in the early stages. And now a few weeks later, you're like, and this is happening. It's wonderful. What wonderful work you're doing.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It will be really, really sort of empowering for me in order to share some of my knowledge and some of my skills to make those managers feel more supported in their roles.
Yeah.
So needed, Sarah, honestly. Yeah, really, really needed. So we're looking forward to hearing all of the reflections and celebrations from you launching that, and the impact that you're going to have as well, Gerri. So thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
So if you are a manager or you're a leader and you're wanting to get in contact with yourself in terms of the workshops, or if you're interested in NLP or learning more about Gerri, how can people best connect with you, Gerri?
Through Facebook or LinkedIn, or through my website, which is dreamlifecoaching.co.uk.
Okay, perfect. So what we'll do after this is we'll pop all of the links in the comments, so they'll be accessible for everyone who's either watching now or watching later on the replay. Gerri, it's been a real pleasure to support you, to meet you, and to have you within the community. And we're looking forward to continuing to celebrate you, and also watching your growth and learnings from here on forward.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Gerri. It's so lovely to speak to you.
Right, and you.
Wow, what an inspiring conversation. And Gerri's such a great example, isn't she, Rebecca, of how coaching is such a force for good.
Well, I laughed at myself because I was like, well, Gerri's already told us that she's going to train to be an NLP trainer. So is there any more? And then I was like, oh, yes, there is. And that's actually another big, exciting project. So we're looking forward to that. So just before I ignore all of those over on Instagram, because we've had a full house. We've had Villa Denari, we miss you, Villa Denari.
Aw.
We've had Alpa, Mathilde, Pippa, we've had Tracy, Daniela, and we've had somebody who has said, I'm very lucky to join you guys today. And Alpa has said, Gerri, it was lovely to meet you last November at the coffee morning organised by the Coaching Catalyst. You are inspiring. So thank you to everyone who is engaging over there. Please do connect with Gerri, and we will definitely pop all of the links. So what's next, Sarah?
Well, if you haven't heard, it's International Coaching Week, and we are hosting a full week of workshops and opportunities to connect with other professional coaches. So we kicked off this morning talking about supervision. We've got sessions this week on coaching presence and on reflective practice. We've got a special masterclass coming on Thursday, and then a connection session for coaches on Friday. So it's basically all going on. So to join us, and it's all completely free, you need to head over to bit.ly/supervision workshops. And if you're a coach and you've already signed up, please do take a minute to share this with your coaching groups, your coaching networks, to share the love and invite other coaches to come and join us this week, because it's such a great opportunity for us in this 1 week in the year to really, really celebrate the wonderful work that we do as professional coaches. So do head over and join.
And if you're also thinking, we would love to meet some other coaches in the collective and learn more about other people's coaching journey or journeys in coaching, please do tune in. We've got Kathy Dowden, who's joining us tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We have also got the lovely Emily Petty joining us on Wednesday at 1 o'clock. We've got Morena Stewart joining us on Thursday at 2 o'clock. And on Friday, to end our International Coaching Week, we have got Beta, who is joining us at 1 o'clock. All of this is in UK time. Please do convert it into your local time zone, and we can't wait to showcase more coaches. Until now, we'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Thanks for joining, everybody. Bye-bye.